Hey, is this thing on? Hello? Yeah, I guess it is. Hi, John Red Eagle again. Life according to Red Eagle, thought of the day. Um, wow, I'm stoked. Let me tell you why. I put this post up on Facebook earlier today, probably about 7.5, 8 hours ago, and I said, anyone else feeling an energy drain in the last 24 hours, or is it just me? And that's the way I was feeling at the moment. Obviously, not so much now. Got over 30 people to respond to it, so everybody is feeling something. And there's 56 comments. What remember what I told you before about the eclipse and different things are going to go on for the last or over the next 14 days up to the solar eclipse. Well, I'm calling this the law of one. Times like these, I think it's pretty significant for what I'm about to share with you about the post and everything. Was because um, what I thought was really cool was there's so many people that responded, and then my friend Max joined in and was helping people. A couple other people joined in, and we're conversing about some things about how everyone's feeling in their particular world, and it was really cool in how there was so much feedback and everybody was supporting one another and everybody was catching it. Even if they didn't respond, I'm sure that they were reading the responses to the comments and stuff, especially when Max was doing it to, individually, to probably like 6 or 8 people. I lost count. But I just thought that was so awesome. And Max was like in the zone and jamming, which was really cool because at that moment, my energy was down. I couldn't understand why. But then I started thinking about it through the day because I have this medicine bag. I'm Native American, so I have a medicine bag, and I happen to have a few things with me. So I was concentrating on that and listening and reading what Max was saying and stuff. So I was getting my back into my heart, not just my head kind of thing. And so that was really cool. And then I realized that, wow, you know what? Maybe it's just because, and this might be true for some of you guys too, is that when you're an empath, you're going to be picking up on stuff. And as a master of energy, I sense change in my tribe. And my tribe are my friends and the people that I know and the people I'm associated with and my local surroundings and regional. And it goes out further than that. Sometimes I have to pull my energy in so I'm not picking up on so much of everybody else's energy drain and stuff. But I was being made aware of it for a reason, and that was so that I could put it out there. And obviously some people got help today, and that's the most important thing. There were other people besides Max that responded. Please read through the comments and stuff because you're gonna benefit from it even later on, after today. So please do that. And obviously I'm feeling so much better. And one of the things was at the end of my work day, I did almost 10 hours today, and coming back into the Ohio line, they were saying, oh, there's thunderstorms and stuff like that. So I'm on the turnpike, get on 79, and I'm coming down, and it's raining to beat hell, of course. And when I get to Neville Island on 79, where I have to turn off, there was a lightning storm. There must have been 11, 12, 13 bolts of lightning, and I just started radiating. I mean, I was picking it up. You know what I'm saying? And because one of my gifts as a shaman is lightning, and so it fired me up. I mean, it's almost like feeling stoned, and not so much that you're like lethargic and chilled or nothing, but it's like you got all this energy. And my aura, if you guys can't see it on the video, what I can see and feel is there's like this static electricity that's just radiating from me and around me and everything. And it's an excess energy. It's not physical. It's so much more than that. But anyway, that's where I'm at right now, and I'm hoping that you guys are too, because I'm sending out energy. Like John Hoover, my friend who was asking for it, was Reiki energy. And I do the lightning Reiki, which is if nobody knows what I do, as far as the healing part of it goes, I do what I call lightning Reiki, and that is harnessing the energy of the lightning to help heal people and to give them energy for across the board. It might be physical energy, it might be healing energy, it might be releasing energy, whatever is needed for them. But anyway, the thing that really got me about today, and from the post and everything, when all of this, when I started coming back to myself the way I am right now, and really, really connected, grounded, and just in tune, tuned in, turned on, ready to rock and roll kind of thing. This is me. But anybody that knows me knows that I'm a music freak. I love music and the lyrics and everything else. And what I found today on the way home, just driving and chilling, was thinking, I want to do this video. Where and when am I going to do it? And all this. And times like these from the Foo Fighters came on. And it, I listened to it. I like it. It's a great song. But the lyrics really resonated with me today. And that's what the law of one is all about. It's oneness. So let me read you I'm not going to try to sing it. I played music one time on one of my videos, and they were freaking out, telling me they didn't want to post it because it was rights infringement. So I can't do that anymore. Trust me, if I could, I'd do it almost every video. But I'm a one-way motorway. I'm the one that drives away, then follows you back home. I'm a street light shining. I'm a wild light, blinding bright, burning off alone. I'm a new day rising, a brand new sky to hang the stars upon tonight. I'm a little divided. Do I stay or run away or leave it all behind? In times like these, you learn to live again. In times like these, you give and give again. In times like these, you learn to love again. In times like these, time and time again. This is what's coming. Somebody had seen, and I think he lives in Florida, and seen an owl, a white owl. And for the Native Americans, white is always prophecy, telling you of changing times and things that are coming, and that you are among the beloved because you are gifted with these messages of prophecy. And what came to me was, this is interesting to me that the eclipse is moving from west to east and across Turtle Island. That is North America. That's the native lands. And if you look into the future, there's going to be many more eclipses over the next 100 years that are going to be passing over North America. And what I was told today was, it's because the prophecy of the Hopis that everything was going to come back full circle, and that we are going to be one nation again, not the United States and other countries. I'm not talking that. You got to think in the bigger picture, that it's going to be one nation, one people, oneness, the law of one. And that's what's coming. It's so strong. It's so prevalent. Nothing can stop it. I have no worries, no controls over anything that's going to happen, because I'm just going to be doing my job and being what my soul is called to do in order to have this develop. And I'm going to play my part. And part of it is doing these videos and doing healing and doing readings and life coaching, spiritual advising kind of thing. But I'm not here to promote myself right now. I'm here to tell you guys that the prophecies that the ancients spoke of from all countries, all indigenous tribes from around the world, said that these things were going to happen. And I firmly guarantee you that they're going to happen. I firmly believe that it's going to happen in my lifetime. I'm only 56 years old. I'm not going to die for another 40 years. And even so, it doesn't mean that I'm going to die, because when we move into higher dimensions, if you look up the law of one, it speaks of the sixth dimension. That is living in the spiritual and the physical simultaneously. This third dimensional world is going to pass away, and we are going to move on to higher dimensions. It's that simple. Believe it or not, I really don't care whether you do or not, but if you have an open heart and an open mind, you better listen, because this is where we all have to be. We need to raise our vibration. It's easier than you think it is. But this prophecy, and somebody seeing a white owl, and all the things that have been presented to me lately, it's not overwhelming. It's just fucking exciting. And to feel what everybody else is going through and put out that post and say, okay, so let's get everybody up to par. Let's get their vibration up. Because in just a few days, a couple days, Monday, this is a Saturday, so it's only a couple days, this energy is going to be boosting. It's going to be off the hook, man. I'm telling you. And if you aren't ready for it, you're going to see some people going to the extreme. It's already bad enough with the shit that's going on in our world, but we're not concerned about them. We're not concerned about all the negative stuff. We're only concerned about us, okay? You, as an individual, because you don't have the right, actually, or the concern of anyone else but yourself. That's the most important thing. And in doing so, yes, it sounds narcissistic, but in doing so, that's the only way you're going to be able to help somebody else. You got to learn how to fly from the inside, and that's what this is all about. You're going to connect and hook up with this energy. You're going to be turned on, tuned in, and ready to rock and roll. And people are going to look at you and like, whoa. Oh, I'll give you a prime example. The other day when I went to the park and I did that video, I lost my phone. And I'm like, oh, wow, dude, it's been like 10 minutes. This is the last time I remember picking it up. Someone picked it up, took it to Lost and Found. I got it back. And even my friend Ann was telling me, oh, you are so lucky. No, I'm not lucky. I'm just blessed because I know that everything works out on my behalf. It's the law of attraction. See, there's certain universal laws, spiritual laws, metaphysical laws, holistic laws, all of it. And once you learn what they are, and you just like get rid of all the trash in your life and the screwed up thinking, the stinking thinking that I mentioned last night, then you begin to realize that guess what? This shit works. And you can believe what I'm saying, or you can just stand around and watch because it's going to happen. All of it. This eclipse is in history going to be monumental. It's going to be the turning point, not of the end times. I hate that shit. It's going to be, the world's going to end and all this stuff. No, it's not. Our old way of life is going to end. We're going to move into the age of Aquarius. We're going to move into oneness, and that's the most exciting part about it all. These prophecies that have been spoken, this is a major event that's going to happen on Monday. So, here's what I would ask of you, is between now and then, you put your intention, and even if you have to work, it's cool. It doesn't matter. If you can't take time off to go see it, it doesn't matter if you're not in the exact zone of full totality, because it's all about intention, it's all about the energy, it's all about where your heart and where your mind is, and whether you're willing to serve humanity in the way that you're giving yourself up, you're surrendering yourself for the intention of the betterment of everyone and all concerned. And that's the most important thing. So look, I'm super stoked. now, all of this stuff, because I was only tired for a couple of days, but now I'm seeing what's coming. I mean, I can see it, not with my physical eyes. I wish I could explain it. I wish I could understand it, but listen to me. I mean, can you hear what's coming out to you? Can you dig it? Okay, this shit's off the hook, man. I mean, you just please, just enough to where you kind of like, let me get a little piece of that, because I'll give it all. You know, I want you to have this. I really do. This shit is real, man. It's more real than this stupid ass illusion you think you're living in called life. It's real. I mean, I wasn't even going to go this far, but listen. The Christians talk about the second coming of Christ. Okay? First of all, Jesus' last name was not Christ. Christ is the anointed one, the anointing. Study it. I studied the Bible cover to cover 3 times. Okay? So I know what I'm talking about. And when it comes to the new covenant, the New Testament, it's a new agreement. It's a new offering from the Creator. And that's what is here. This is what the oneness, okay, the law of one. That's what Jesus was always talking about. That's what Buddha was talking about. That's what Allah was talking about. All of these religions, you take out the dogma and the bullshit of control that was written by man, and you read between the lines and really get those little splinters of truth in every fucking religion known to man in history. As of this very moment, it all says the same thing. All of this is coming. It's here. It's here right now. Okay? Take off the blinders and see. Look. But not with these. Okay? Look with this. I'm stoked, man. I'm telling you. I am telling you. This is happening. You're living in a time, in this very moment, that no other soul or entity or being has ever experienced in millennia. Ever. We are on the cutting edge, because I'm going to give you a hint on what all of this is about. Up till this time, our true purpose for being here and incarnated in the second and third dimension into this planet Earth was to see how far we could get placed away from the Creator, Source, before it got to be too far. And now the Creator is saying, okay, that's enough. Game over. I want you back. Shit's gonna happen, people. Mark my fucking words. I have access to more ancient knowledge, wisdom, and understanding than most. But there's very, very many more like me. So if you don't want to listen to me, don't. It doesn't matter to me. It really doesn't. Because it's not about me. I'm just asking you, keep your heart and your mind open, because there's other people out there. I'll call them people. We're people, but we're here for a reason, and that's to help you. Listen to them. Keep yourself completely open. Feel what's in your heart. Get rid of all the bullshit where you keep putting your guards and your walls up. Just release those, and then just kind of like meditate on it. So simple. If it gives you peace, then it's right. If it doesn't, then you have every reason to question it, or that person, or whatever. Because there's a lot of false prophets out there. There's a lot of people out there just to make money. There's in this new age spiritual realm, metaphysical, holistic thing. I personally don't like titles, but it does help me to identify with people that are looking for help, and that's why I'm here. Okay, so I'm going to get off my soapbox. I'm sorry. I went way too far because I'm super stoked about all of this. Please, if nothing else, go listen to the song after you look up the lyrics to times like these. Be that bright light shining. And dare to dream. I love you so much. Thank you for listening to me go on and on. But I'm excited for all of us. I'm excited for you because you're awakened and you're enlightened. Continue your journey. You're in the right place at the right time. Nurture yourself. Love yourself. And just keep moving forward. Because you have a lot to look forward to. So don't look in the past because you're not going that way. Just keep looking forward. All right? Much love. Thank you so much. Dare to dream. And I'll catch you tomorrow.